No, I kind of just sit back and watch this thing. This is not my style, but this is more for the fans.
And they've earned this. And
Oh,
they've
yeah.
been waiting for this for a while, but the energy is incredible out there, right?
Yeah, I was telling someone earlier today, it almost feels like this event for our fans is the high school reunion where they got the new job and got in shape and got a new suit, and now they can come here and puff their chest out a little bit, because it's been a long time coming, and these conventions have been a great time over the years, but it's also a time to share the woe and the complaints, and now it's the time to share the happiness and the love and the pride they have. They're all world champs, and look forward to seeing them celebrate a little bit.
Can you confirm the report that you've reached a contract with Jake to avoid arbitration? Is that?
Yeah, we agreed with Jake and two others today. There's only one remaining player, Pedro Strop. Hopefully we'll get that one done soon.
How big was that to get that business done with Jake?
It was great, yeah. I mean, I had no doubt we'd ultimately get something done, but to get it out of the way early is nice. Let everyone focus on baseball.
Any thoughts on going to the White House Monday?
Yeah, it's an honor. I'm most happy for our players who. That's a big part of winning the World Series, is getting to show up at the White House, dressed to the nines, and walk around the grounds like a world champion and meet the president. And it'll be a real honor, for us, especially with President Obama in his final week in office, and Chicago and someone we're all proud of. So that'll be special.
Can you convert him to being a Cubs fan?
Yeah, I think that was a good start, and we'll continue to work on it. The World Series was a good start. Michelle being a Cubs fan is also an important piece of the puzzle, and we'll see if we can work on the rest.
I'm really glad you were able to sneak that in. I mean, there's a tight window, but you're able to get that in.
Yeah, I think because of his Chicago ties, it was really fitting and special that we got this done this last week. We might be the last team, probably will be the last team that visits them, so that's nice.
There's a lot.
Yeah, things change in baseball year to year. You can't bring back the exact same group. If you try, you're probably doing something wrong, but we're lucky to have such a great core of players that are going to be here for a long time, and we don't plan to disrupt that. We're going to add to it here, tweak it there. We had to trade Soler to bring a closer in, Wade Davis, but we believe in these guys. They're really talented. They have great character. They've proven they can win. They know how to respond to adversity. They're connected with each other and with our fan base. So it's a great thing to have as an organization. We're excited to see what they do next.
Your fan base believes.
Yeah, absolutely. We went 1 for 2 on Ross's today with Tyson signing with Texas. But David is a special guy. He's got a big future in him off the field in baseball, and we're glad that he's going to do that as a Chicago Cub. It's fitting, and look forward to learning a lot from him, and maybe we can show him a few things on the front office side and seeing where it takes him.
He doesn't know what his job is.
That's a good start.
Isn't it an integral part of the hiring process?
No, he's got a job description. He's just being modest. Honestly, it's to see the game from 360 degrees. Because when you're a player and you're a catcher, you're used to seeing it from one perspective. But now he'll see it from the scout section, watching. He'll see it from the dugout in the minor leagues, learning how to teach a 18-year-old kid how not to be homesick and to focus on his next at-bat. And he'll see it from the front office analyst position, where he's going to be working with data and understanding how that gets put together and putting scouting reports together and taking them down to the field. So I think he's got a big ceiling, whatever he wants to do in this game. He could be a GM someday, he could be a manager someday, but understanding how the game works and viewing it from 360 degrees is really important. So that's a big job we'll have.
Having gone through this in Boston, what's the biggest challenge facing this team as you have this huge weight off the franchise's shoulders, and now you hit the reset button on a short offseason to do it again?
Yeah, the biggest challenge that comes with winning is avoiding all the factors that are pulling you away from what got you there in the first place. So we're lucky that we have a group of such great guys, because after you win, there are all these voices in your head about, now it's your turn to get more playing time. Now it's your turn to get paid. Now it's your turn to be recognized for your contribution. When in reality, what got us here, and the most rewarding part of last year was that we were all part of something bigger than ourselves. So getting guys to focus, opting back into the team concept and sacrifice and connection with their teammates, that's fundamentally important. We're just lucky that we have such great guys. That's going to come naturally to them.
Theo, when your name comes up now, people out there, your fans, are able to say, if your work in Boston, your work here in Chicago, you're going to be a Hall of Famer someday. What do you think when you hear people say that?
Well, that's a huge honor just to have that mentioned, but they don't realize that I've got lots of time left to screw it up. So don't get ahead of yourself.
Bring guys up from single A all the way up to triple A. So many pieces. Talk to me about the farm system and how that
Yeah, our goal was to build through young players and to teach them the Cubs way in the minor leagues, get them prepared so they could step into pennant races in front of sold-out crowds at Wrigley Field, and then play their best when it matters most in October on a national stage. And the guys did a great job getting to that point. And just because we've won now, and because we have a really competitive window ahead of us, we're not going to abandon the minor leagues. We're always going to constantly be looking to replenish the young talent, keep the farm system churning out impact players, and remember what got us here.
Theo, when the work continues at Wrigley Field, what are the fans going to see in terms of improvements when they come back to see that banner raised in April?
Well, they'll see some new concession stands, a lot of the infrastructure improvements, new seats, premium seats behind home plate and up towards the dugouts. The bullpens will be in the outfield now, not visible on the field. And we're about a year away from having the swanky new club behind home plate for everybody to enjoy. So I don't really spend too much time thinking about that. I just hope that they see a winning team that they can fall in love with again.
Kyle Schwarber catching. Are you on board with that?
We'll see. It's going to be dependent on his health, and we'll let the doctors make that call. We want his bat in the lineup. I believe he can catch, but we have to be smart. He's still recovering from a major knee surgery.